Welcome back to Main Street Living. We are talking all about neighbors today. How well do you guys know your neighbors? And how important is it to feel connected in your community? Sometimes all it takes to get started is just a simple introduction.
That's right. Cheryl, in our last segment, you met two families who live blocks away from each other in Santa Barbara, California, but had never met until Cox introduced them through the Meet the Neighbors project.
Yeah, and Ashley Snyder, who hosts our sister YurView show, Living 757 in Virginia, she had a chance to talk with the third family, the Pollacks. Let's listen in.
It's crazy that most Americans don't know their neighbors. And in fact, they can easily identify TV families more so than the people who live next door. The Pollacks were part of that majority until Cox stepped in, made them an 80s style sitcom intro, and helped introduce them to their neighbors. Let's meet the Pollacks. Hey guys.
Hi guys. Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
Now, you guys have lived in Santa Barbara for a pretty long time, but have you always lived in the same neighborhood?
We have not. We just moved here a little under a year ago. So the neighborhood is new to us.
Got it. Okay, so now it makes sense why you didn't really know your neighbors. And then Cox reaches out to you. They have this project in mind. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was really fun. Yeah, me too.
We were excited to do it. Actually, we don't know many of our neighbors. After the pandemic, we know less of our neighbors, fewer neighbors. So it was really cool. Cool way very unique way to meet some neighbors. So we enjoyed it.
Absolutely, and I can attest that knowing your neighbors makes life a lot easier and a lot more fun. Now, have you seen your sitcom intro?
We have.
We did.
Yes.
And what did you think about it?
We loved it.
Yes.
It was fun and quirky, and yeah, it was really neat to watch it.
Well, for anyone watching who has not seen it yet, let's meet the Pollacks.
Life is full of many ups and downs, but friendly faces are all around. No, we've never met before. Come make a friend at the house next door. Come say hi. It's not so hard to do. The days are long, but the years are short. Let's make the most of what we've got. So get on up and come out in this city. Come meet our family.
Keep looking at the camera, Dylan. Looking at the camera. Let's get them in. That's really great. Let's cut.
Okay, so for where I'm sitting, that looked like a ton of fun. How was the experience for you all filming that?
It was awesome. It was every person we worked with was so cool. They made us so comfortable. Obviously, we're not actors, so we've never had any experience in front of a camera. And they made it a lot of fun for us. What did you guys think?
I think it was really fun. Like having your own part in it, and the snacks were super fun and good. I liked having my own part in it, playing basketball.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. Actually, we all enjoyed it. It was once in a lifetime kind of thing for the boys, Ani and I, non-TV people having a good time with being on TV for a minute. So it was really fun. And as Ani said, everyone was so good to us. It was such a cool experience. And to meet a couple of real cool families in town is the bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely meeting friends that way is really cool, but it's also priceless. Like friendships are something that a lot of people don't come by very easily these days, especially, during and after a pandemic.
Yeah.
So you guys got the takeaway of a really cool experience, and you also got to actually meet the neighbors. How was that?
Oh, that was the best part. I mean, just really nice families. I think we ended up having a lot in common. And it's probably, the way Pastor and I grew up, knowing our neighbors and not knowing our neighbors always felt, that disconnection to the people around you. I think always kind of bothered us. So it was really neat to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree with me too. We've all got kids the same age. everyone got along so well. Yeah, it's it's a shame we're all live so close, but we haven't met. So again, it was a really neat way to make an introduction and to meet a couple really neat families.
How important is it to you to feel connected to your neighbors in your neighborhood?
Very important. Yeah, I think people that kind of look out for you, you can look out for them. I think just having that sense of community, I think is huge. I think it's everything. And it's probably something we were missing more than we realized.
Yeah, I think it's super important to us. And I think even more so now after the last couple of years where people really kept to themselves. It's nice to have that connection back. It was very missed.
I agree. It was missed over here too, so I definitely understand. Well, thank you all for joining us. It was so nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
I remember hanging out with all of our neighbors when I was younger, and I live in a fabulous neighborhood now, so I really know intimately and personally how important connections are. So get out there and meet your neighbors.
Wow, ladies, I don't know if you realize this, but those children, they got a chance to experience the best part of any TV shoot, the craft services, the food. I was like a kid when I had it the first time too.
Yes. And I love how the kid's like, the acting was fun, but really the snacks are where it was at, because we were all thinking it.
They were so adorable. And I gotta say, guys, whoever came up with this idea at Cox is a genius. This is something we should all be doing across the country, getting to know our neighbors. So kudos to them.
Yes, and you don't need an 80s sitcom, but it helps. It
Yeah.
helps to have the intro. Absolutely. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next, what exactly does a property manager do? We're going to find out.